All right, couple day update on the Cuttech. Ran through about 20 boards, 6 inches wide, 8 foot long. Running some of that ash there, it's all rough cut. It's leaving a nice smooth finish. I do have to agree on the spiral cutter head. They are pretty nice. Couple of deals you might want to know. Maybe the snipe lock. The snipe lock actually does work. When I feed the boards in, they don't get any snipe at the beginning. I'm getting some at the end because my outfeed is not exactly level. But it does work. The other deal is, maybe you want to know about the repeat cut. I did run one through just to check it here. And I ran it at 1.5. And it did a really good job. Pretty accurate measurement. Nothing wrong with that. The other problem here with the dust collection everybody's having a problem with is they don't really like it. And it's getting some blowback as the chips go through it. It tends to kind of push away a little bit. And the guys at Cuttech said to put some double-sided tape to hold that guy down. And I'm thinking maybe a guy just drills a hole. There's nothing on the other side except for the roller. So you've got quite a distance here. You could put a little bolt through there and hold that guy on there. You really don't remove it very often, but it would take a lot of weight. The other deal is I'm just using a shop vac, but I've got a crack in my dust collection. And I contacted the guys at Cuttech today. They got back to me right away, and they're sending me out a brand new one. No charge. So that's good. The warranty's going to turn out pretty alright. The one issue that I had with this guy is that I ran 5 boards through it, and it went fine. And then I had ran, after the 5th board, it would go through and then stop, and it would do sniping in the middle of the board. And that just drove me kind of crazy. I was taking off somewhere around about 1/8 of an inch at a time, so I figured, well, maybe I'm taking off too much, so I lessened it all the way down to 1/32. That didn't stop it. So I found that if I lifted up on the board a little bit, it would go all the way through. So I figured maybe my table was off, but that actually was not the case. So then I took the cutters and I said, well, maybe I dulled them. There were some knots in the ash, so I rotated every one of the cutters and proceeded to cut again, and it would stop. So what I ended up having to do was wax it, the table. Just a suggestion. Wax the table as often as possible. And now I don't have any problems at all with the boards going through. Alright, we ran through 2 boards. This is that ash. Kind of some cool stuff. Pretty smooth finish. Not going to take a whole lot of sanding. I didn't exactly grab any that had some really good knots, but just kind of show you how the machine works, and you can see it does have some chips that get out. I mean, but here's the infeed table. You can see a little bit of that blowback that a guy gets, and of course after extensive use it does have more chips. And but if a guy cleans up the vacuum pretty good, she'll take care of most of it. But another little issue just to fix with it. Well, hopefully that helps you guys. Don't subscribe and no comments.